y'all this story, but don't fucking judge me, all right? Seriously. One night, late night, chilling. Shoots to the Chinese store. Going in the Chinese store, this young lady coming out. We look at each other, connection, boom. We exchange information. So, it's like a week later. I remember it was Wednesday. I used to have Wednesdays off, every other Wednesday off. So I'm in the house cooking breakfast. She hits me up like, yo, what you doing? About to eat. Turkey, bacon, eggs, and cheese. I think I had some toast with that. It's about to go down. All right, like 10 minutes later, hear a knock on my door. I open the door. It's her. I open the door. She just walk right in. Bust right in. This is my first, it's the first time seeing her. Bust right in my door. Walk on, like, yo, where my food at? I'm like, excuse me? You said you was cooking. Where my food? And she really wanted it. I'm like, well, you didn't ask me for no food. What food? I ate. What you expect? So she was a little disappointed. I used to have this ashtray I got from the Bahamas on my desk that I would put all my loose change in. I hate walking around with change. She saw that shit. She stuck a whole hand in the whole joint. I grabbed the hand out. She got a whole fistful of change. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? So I'm trying to get her to drop the change. Like, yo, can you let my fucking change go? She would not let it go. At this point, I'm like, okay, I got to get this bitch out of my house because this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. Okay, you know what? You keep the change. Let's exit. How about that? Let's go. So she's like, well, can you walk me to the store? It's the store around the corner. Because I don't want you to bitch to come back. Okay, I'll walk you around the corner to the store. Don't ask me why. So I walks into the store. We get in the store. I had a guy. The guy looks at her like, yeah, your stuff, you ready? He's like, yeah, you got a 35 cent worth of cheese, 50 cent worth of bologna. I'm like, so when I see her walk over to the register, the change that the bitch stole out my ashtray is what she drops on the counter and she paying with it. I'm like, the fuck is going on here? Oh, okay. So we exit in the store. I'm like, all right, see you. Bye. Have a good day. I'm out. I'm all right. She's like, no. Come on. I want to introduce you to my daughter. I'm like, I don't notice the little girl crossing the street. So the girl says, hey, Mom, let me get a cigarette. Remember, y'all, I told you this is Wednesday morning. This little bitch is supposed to be in school. I'm like, this little girl like she was 11 or 12. The way that shit rolled off her tongue, mean this ain't the first, second, or third time. And the mom just went and grabbed the cigarette and gave it to her. I think she poured out one herself and asked her for like, I'm like, so my mind is completely blown here, okay? I'm like, so all I'm thinking is how the fuck do I get as far away from this bitch as possible? She grabs me by the arm. No, come on. Walk me to my house. I'm like, no, I don't want to. Come on. She wouldn't let my fucking arm go the same way she wouldn't let that goddamn change go. Okay. So we walk down the street to our house. It's only right down the street. When we walk in, I swear to you, there was literally a fucking hole in the living room floor. I don't mean like a little hole, like maybe your foot, get, stuck in it. No, nigga. I could have wound up in the goddamn basement next to the hot water heater. Like you had to jump over that bitch. I was like, I just stood next to the door. I'm not going nowhere. Come on in. No, bitch, I don't want to die. Okay, I'm good. I'm gonna stay here. So it's a young lady sitting there with a baby. This is her niece. And it's like I think it was 3 little boys. I swear to God, I seen this bitch walk in the kitchen, reach on top of the refrigerator. And then remember when you was a kid, y'all had the 2 ends of the bread? Remember nobody wanted the ends of the bread? Remember that? And this bitch reached on top of the refrigerator and had 2 things of bread, but it was just the ends. I seen her take the end of bread. She put a piece of cheese, a piece of bologna, fold it over, give it to a little boy. Piece of cheese, piece of bologna, fold it over, give it to a little boy. She did that to each one of them. They was like, all right. They little boys. I mean, these motherfuckers was like 8, 9. Man, They came back in like 2 minutes. They come back in 2 minutes like, yo, we hungry. We need some more. She cursed them the fuck out like it wasn't her responsibility to feed them. You better get the fuck out of my face. I'm like, you just gave them a piece of bologna and a piece of cheese on an end of bread. And that was, the bitch came to my house for turkey, bacon, egg, and cheese and toast and orange juice. But she gave her fucking kids. I'm like, oh, this bitch is the worst. Yeah, let me roll on out of here. Her niece, who's sitting there, look like she's all of about maybe 16, says, "Who this, auntie? This your new boyfriend?" She says to a child, "No, it's just no titles, and it's just my friend. But I don't know. Matter of fact, what you doing tonight? Are you gonna stay here tonight? Because if you stay here tonight, you can stay with the kids, then I'm gonna fuck him. If you're not gonna stay here, I'm not gonna fuck him. But if you are gonna stay here, then I am gonna fuck him." This woman in her 30s, she talking to a child like this. I'm like, okay, this is over my head. This is above my pay rate. So I'm gonna just go ahead and roll. I'm gonna call you and we're at. I had to get the fuck out of there. I was gone. I was out. See y'all. Have a good day. I'm out. Whoo, my God, that was I don't think I've ever met a woman that fucked up. Make a long story short, I fucked her later on that night though. I think that night or something. Don't judge me. Fuck y'all. Don't judge me because I know you is. That's not what this is about. You just supposed to be my audience and listen to my story. Don't fucking judge me.